Hello, fellow property investors. Andrew Fidler, LaPlante Real Estate, coming to you as always from Toledo, Ohio. Now, if you own real estate in the city of Toledo, and if you did not comply with the December 31 deadline for paint, provided you had an asset in that location, in that sweep of deadlines, then you most certainly have received this glorious letter in the mail. I've received 11 myself. The good thing is that's not an insurmountable number given my personal portfolio. The fact is, the City of Toledo has the lead ordinance in place. They have had a series of communication on the pending deadlines. They've adjusted them a couple times, but this time it does seem like they're now sticking to their guns. So the letter attached declares that the City of Toledo is giving us 30 more days to get our properties wipe tested. I would suspect that you're not going to end up with the bottom section, failure to comply will haul you into court. I would suspect that that is not going to be filed on the 31st day. Probably going to get another 30 days of them getting organized and getting things filed. However, if we fail to get your certificate filed within 30 days, then anticipate that we will need to retain an attorney, show up in court, and then it's going to be just like any Department of Neighborhood's complaint on the property. We're going to need to communicate with the judge, confirm we're real people, confirm we're on the active end of getting things resolved, and then ultimately it will be a communication of where we stand in the process and when we're finishing the process. As long as we follow that, it's not a big deal. I would personally communicate that what we're missing on the failure to comply is a $250 per day fine. Something along those lines would be cause for alarm and cause for a rebuttal to the City of Toledo's lead ordinance. But the document as has been received is not unexpected, nor is it overly dramatic. It's not that big a challenge to each of our portfolio. My advice is you should, if you've received one of these letters, you need to reach out to your property manager. You need to get in line for getting wipe tests done. Again, I have 11. So I would be tipping our contractor base if I attempted to get all 11, done within, the 30-day period. We will have some of my properties done, but I'm kind of starting the process, willing to end up in court, giving them a trajectory on where I stand. And part of that conversation is going to be I'm a larger portfolio, so you can't just give me the takedown and expect me to comply easily. I can definitely show progress, and that's what I would invite each of you to do that have larger portfolios. The inspection base in the City of Toledo is contractor based. Expect those contractors to be pretty strained as all kind of people belly up to the bar and try to get a lead inspection. So earlier is going to be smarter, and ultimately if we have begun the process on your wipe tests, we can communicate with the city. I would expect they're not going to care from the standpoint, I don't feel that they have a gee, we're complying category. I believe it's just black and white in their world. You've either done it or not done it, and then you'll just be caught in the sweep for people being hauled into court if it moves in that direction. Ultimately, this document should not threaten your portfolio. It shouldn't be a big surprise. My advice is that you view it from the standpoint of the city trying to hold a standard for quality for residents that are paying to rent somewhere. Each one of these rentals is seen as a business in the eyes of the regulations. I would also advise that if we went back 50 years, our forefathers were complaining about electrical standards and paying for water bills and garbage pickup, and how are we possibly supposed to be able to make money in an arena where I have to pay all these fees. This is going to be increasing the stability of the neighborhood. It will definitely be driving properties that are needing large upgrades, windows and sidings, right? That it's going to be that $20,000 to $40,000 cost basis. Those properties will be driven onto the marketplace. We're going to see some good opportunity in the future. But the value of the ordinance is that we're going to continue to develop the City of Toledo. We're going to help our renters be safer, and we're going to help our property properties be better maintained. So from that standpoint, I don't see that this will detract from the City of Toledo any further than potentially driving rent rates up more. But my advice would be, we've already seen a large increase in rent rates. So I would argue some of this has already been priced into the reason that you invest in the City of Toledo. Ultimately, Toledo will still be a record location for the state of Ohio and the United States to place your investment dollars. We still have some excellent value, and this is contributing to the stability and to the kind of the denominator of what we tolerate in town and what it does to your portfolio. As always, thank you for entrusting LaPlante Real Estate with your portfolio and investing in our City of Toledo.